Hello everybody, my name is Joy and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, as you can tell from the last time, the menu screen is completely silent. First off, that was a bit unsettling when I started it up again. And our girl Monica is missing and there is this black bar underneath that I can't remember what it said. But anyway, we can't load our game because that's all been removed because we went into Monica Oblivion there. So I'm really curious what's gonna happen. I honestly thought about putting Monica back into the game, but I'm afraid that would ruin stuff. So let's just start with these three girls. Let's see what happens. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that.
Hey, Level Joy.
Well, there's already this one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighborhood and good friend since we were children. So we got Sayori back. Wondering for how long that's gonna last. So this round I am gonna go with Sayori. See how that goes. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we've picked up that habit once again.
Level Joy, are you proud of me?
For what?
You know, for waking up on time.
Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Oh, good, because Monica is not messing with her.
But you never even said anything about it, even though we walk to school together every day.
Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud.
Come on, please. It's good motivation.
Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. Yeah, you can tell your friend you're proud of her. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Level Joy, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested. I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time, when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club.
Really? Which one? Tell me!
I think I'll keep it a surprise.
Boo!
Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. Sorry, I'm skipping up way too fast, I still need to wake up. It's early in the morning. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that, in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recalled the room number of the club from the flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello?
Level Joy? What are you doing here?
Well, I glance around the room.
So you're the Level Joy that Sayori's always talking about?
Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Level Joy. Look at you three. All mentally sort of sane. We're the Literature Club. I hope you'll enjoy your visit.
Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something.
Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to all the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you.
Working? Level Joy, don't tell me. You're...
That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. I made that up all by myself, all on my own with no previous knowledge whatsoever. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes lighten up.
No way!
I'm not gonna scream. It's too early to scream. I'm sorry. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Well, if Sayori is this happy,
then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around.
Sorry, I forgot. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club.
I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate.
Uh-huh. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it?
Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to. Hey, don't ruin the surprise.
Sorry.
Everyone sit down at the table. Wow.
Wake up.
Everyone sit down at the table, okay?
How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over the counter of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh yeah.
So cute!
Wow, these look amazing.
Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
Sayuri grabs the first one, then I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayuri tucks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything.
As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Already trying to press our new member, Yuri?
That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Level Joy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. I don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common.
Hey, Yuri. Well, about, you know, the first thing she said.
Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room.
Don't just say it!
For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Oh, now she does dare to speak up, so that's different, because Monika's not around.
Besides, manga is literature too, you know. So if Level Joy wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything.
Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree?
Maybe.
Sensing the tension, Sayuri jumps in.
Maybe we can all try something new.
Yeah, because Sayuri is it's kind of funny how they all play a role in this. Because Sayuri is the one who helps avoid conflict by coming up with solutions, and Monika is the one messing with everybody. And they all influence the story in some way. It's actually quite funny to see.
I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right?
I don't disagree or anything.
Yeah. You're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh?
Well, that would make 2 of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one.
Then as for Yuri...
I have to read manga?
Jeez. You're the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful.
Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature.
Are you just saying that?
No, I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well.
Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you really like, okay?
Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
Just you?
Would you like to come along with me?
If you don't mind.
Not at all. They're best friends now. They're not killing each other, they're best friends now. This is gonna end bad, isn't it? I always go alone, so...
Yeah, me too. This is so cute.
Sayori, shut up.
I'll show you some manga there, okay?
Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food.
I guess the meeting's over, huh?
Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along.
Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Level Joy.
I feel so bad because everything is so nice right now and I'm expecting either shit to go down or either for me to realize that the world is better off without Monica, and I don't like that idea.
I think everyone likes you too.
You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori.
Oh, don't say something like that, it's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine.
We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Level Joy, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. The truth is, I already knew you were going to.
Oh. Are you the new Monica? Are you the one I have to be worried about now?
There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica.
You know shit! Oh my god.
That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Level Joy. I know how hard you've tried to make everyone happy. I know all about the awful things.
Oh, shush. Shush alarm. I'm in a moment.
Awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world.
Oh god, has he just possessed Sayori? Is that what's happening? Because I didn't properly delete it, I just removed it.
I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever.
Forever. No. Okay.
What's happening?
I won't let you hurt him. Oh, because I didn't remove it.
It hurts.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. There is no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Level Joy. Goodbye, Literature Club. Well, that was fast.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
This is my final goodbye to the literature club. I finally understand the literature club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. Script file is missing or corrupt. Please reinstall the game. Okay. And it crashed. Oh my. Okay, that's kind of a tough ending. So the ending is Monica pretends to delete herself, but still holds some power. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be messing around with stuff. But still holds some power and uses the power to eventually delete everything because for some reason Sayori finds out the whole story. I think I'm gonna have to reinstall it. Let me just start it up just to see what happens. No, just back to the letter. Okay. Okay, I've reinstalled the game. Now I have two options. I can continue where I left off, but that probably just means that I will see the letter, so I will have to delete my existing data. Deleting save data. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Why is my screen acting weird? I just wanted full screen. There we go. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. Content warning, blah blah blah. Okay. No, the sound is on. Or maybe that's because it's reinstalled. Okay, give me 1 second to frame it properly. See, there's no way for me to load the game. Nope, just checking, just making sure. Okay, then let's start with a new game. I'm just gonna go with Joy for now because level Joy sounds a little bit weird, I guess. And now I'm gonna do what you voted for. I'm gonna go after Sayori, our little neighbor girl. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Oh my god, is there also an option where I reinstall the game, then remove Monica? Is that an option? I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. I overslept again.
But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. So I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayuri. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Joy, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
No, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm in perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. So Yuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch up. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayuri...
Yeah?
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Mimi.
Sayuri is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interests in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway? Should have gone to the anime club. 100%. Should have gone to the anime, manga, whatever club.
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Atsuki make cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Okay, just a little easier on my ears here. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member's here. I told you, don't
call me new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Joy, what a nice surprise. Hi, Monica. I hope you don't have any hard feelings about me deleting you and stuff. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is the one I don't recognize. A small figure makes me think she's probably first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayuri always says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, little Joy. Or Joy. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Yeah, we had a little post-apocalyptic thing going on. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come on, sit down, Joy. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I'll make them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. By the way, I'm gonna just do the full story again. Read all the dialogue to you because that makes a more fun video to watch, I would think. Because then you know the entire story. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, just hurry and take one.
Sayuri grabs the first and Monica I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayuri tucks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like
Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Huh.
Made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayuri said.
Well, maybe. But not for you, you dummy.
See, the game knows. The game still knows shit. Oh my god. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica's a really great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new one. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow into this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah,
We'll do our best.
you know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls are interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Joy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga! I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds confidence in the world of books, not people. This is so much repetition, I'm sorry. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine, fine.
Your cupcakes are your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayuri settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Oh, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Joy? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with it's been on my mind all the time. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at. I lose my trail of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, you thought. Ugh!
Joy.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
So Yuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Joy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside. God, I am so curious what happens if you go for Monika in the first place. But I promise this Let's Play is going to be dedicated to Sayuri, to going towards Sayuri. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Joy, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay.
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day of school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Time to write a poem! Pick which you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever you likes your poem the most. Okay, I'm gonna save here and I'm gonna end this episode here. Because it's just about time. That was kind of an interesting ending. I'm sorry about the audio. I will try to fix that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what words would fit best for Sayuri. I probably have a list of somewhere where I can look that up. So anyway, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!